What's up, guys? It's Shannon and Cassandra here from Peeps, and we're back with more Lord of the Rings 2 Towers. And today we are facing the Mines of Moria.
So, mines?
Yeah, the mines.
Oh, okay.
You didn't... It clearly said in the thing,
I'm not
Mines of Moria.
I'm not reading it.
Okay, no, that's fine. And obviously you didn't read the books.
No, I didn't, so...
Alright, so here we go. For you as a gamer, I guess, because we were discussing this earlier, and you brought up a very valid point that we are both girls, and we play games.
Yes.
Have you ever found that that's been an issue, like, dealing with people?
No. Not for me personally. Maybe because I'm not professional. I feel like women who are in the professional realm of gaming have more trouble than when they're just like us, who play more for pleasure than anything else.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I feel like for people who want to enter the industry and be seen as an equal to the men who are in it, they have a tougher time with that.
Okay, fair enough.
Then again, I feel like that's true in all fields, not just in gaming.
Mm-hmm. So what was your first experience with the, oh my god, you're a girl and you play games?
Probably, God, I don't know, in high school, maybe?
Okay.
Because I remember one of my classmates was more, what
the hell?
Oh, I didn't even know it was that guy. It wasn't even about gaming. It was more about comic books.
Okay.
The fact that I was interested in like the X-Men and stuff like that. And it is more of knowing that we shared a common language, you know what I mean? Because I guess it is weird. I've never thought about it because my entire family is full of gamers.
Yeah.
Well, not really gamers. Not in the, not in that sense, but,
yeah, traditional blocking's not gonna work with
yeah,
them.
I'm trying to run away, but people are in my way.
Oh yeah, there's help everywhere.
Yeah, I don't want to get it, though.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
What are you swinging for?
It's because I'm telling you, you can't move. You're thinking it's the camera control.
Yeah.
Move
out of my way, peeps.
I've found mostly with guys, they'll be like, oh, that's so cool that you play video games and whatever. And I actually had someone, because I have it's a legitimate strategy shirt.
Yeah.
I was wearing it at one of my internships. And one of the guys I was working with kept, like, looking at it with this weird look. Like, you know the look when someone's trying to figure it out?
Yeah.
And suddenly his eyes shone, and he's like, I get it! Oh my god, you're a gamer! And I'm like, yeah! And he whips out his phone and starts showing me all of his Call of Duty stats, and he's like, this was my first ever perfect game, and this and that. And I'm going, oh my god, whoa, what just happened?
Yeah.
But, so I've mostly had positive experiences. I mean, even guys sometimes have to deal with a lot of crap for being, like, considered a nerd for playing games.
Or once you reach a certain age, it's like, depending on who they're dating, their significant other can be really not understanding.
Yeah, that's true. And also, I feel like it also depends on the genre of game you play.
Mm-hmm.
Like, some people are like, oh, you play WoW, you're such a nerd. And it's like, well, you play Call of Duty. And they're like, yeah, but that's different. That's a cool game. What makes a game cool or not? Because honestly, to me, it's playability. Like, can I play this game? Do I enjoy playing it?
Yeah.
Then who cares what freaking genre it is?
Yeah, I don't really think about things like that. I don't think about things like that in general in my life. I don't really give a shit what other people think of me. It's about what I think of myself. Because I have to live with myself on a day-to-day basis. So, and who are they, really, right?
Yeah.
I'm probably never going to see them again, so why do I care?
Why did you give me this part?
Because I've been playing for a while.
I mean, I adore you. Crap. The aim system on this. Sorry. Oh, crap.
Look at all the health down there.
The health I just dropped. No.
At least that was like the save point, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Right?
Oh,
my
crap.
god.
Also, Gimli does not translate well to 3D. I feel like Orlando has a lot fairer features, so because he's so smooth, it translates well. Come at me, brah. I got you. I'm trying to think of like a very Gimli like war threat, and I got nothing. So instead,
I feel like come at me, brah is pretty Gimli.
I don't know. That's
I think
kind
he'd
of
be
a little
kind of
modern.
I think he'd be a bro though.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can see it. So Gimli's all like, "Yeah, bro.
Yes.
Sup, bro? Come at me, bruh."
But yeah, it's interesting because a lot of people on YouTube that are gamers are of our generation.
Yeah, I found that they're mostly 90s, not 90s, 80s kids.
Do you think it's because they grew up with games?
Yeah, and I think also like the game, like I'm sure like the younger generation is also starting to do it, but like they were at the forefront of all these games and all the technology that's allowing people to do this from their homes. Like when I was growing up, you didn't have your own capture card. You didn't have like a lot of this. Like if you wanted to record this kind of thing, you'd be recording it to a VHS.
Yeah, for sure.
And editing like reel to reel, like VHS to VHS.
Yeah, I feel like the people like us have a greater appreciation of the technology itself. You know what I mean? Like we grew up with NES.
We watch these games develop basically and change.
Yeah.
So,
and like the graphics, like we make fun of the graphics now, like for this, but I remember when I first played this being like, oh my god, they look exactly like in the game. They look like, or sorry, in the movie, and they look like the graphics are so bloody amazing. And honestly, compared to now, it's like child's play. But I think it's our generation can appreciate it, but I also think like some of the older generation, like there are older people in this. I'm not saying they're older or anything, but like the guys at Rooster Teeth, they're in their 30s, and I think they were actually at the forefront of this, really. In fact, I believe Rooster Teeth might be the reason they're called Let's Plays. But I mean, for the most part, a lot of their staff now for like Rooster, Achievement Hunter and everything, they're all, I think, our age. Like they're all 89 and like the 80s.
yeah.
And I think part of it is an availability of resources, but it's also, I don't know, it is the gaming generation. Because I feel like also games started getting storylines, they started getting interesting, they stopped being Pong.
Yeah, a lot of stories, or I should say, video games nowadays are very focused on the story. Like, it feels like you're watching a movie
Yeah.
in between playing a game. And I know for some games it's actually even more so, where it's like it feels more like a movie than it does a game, to the point where it's like you feel like you're not even playing enough. Like, I know for Beyond Two Souls, I had that problem. It felt very, very heavy on the cutscenes and not enough gameplay.
You're full health.
Yay, which is better than what I gave you, so great.
Oh no!
No.
We're gonna have to start all over.
It feels like a bit of an arcade game, almost in this fashion where it's like you have to start the entire chunk over
Yeah.
instead of just slightly before when you died.
Yeah.
I guess we're going to end it here. That's it for this video, guys. Until next time, go out and play, peeps.
Bye! Okay, I feel like there should be another ring wrath around here that I should be fending off away from Frodo. Frodo, what the fuck are you doing? Get out of there!
He's so tiny.
You stupid hobbitses! But anyway, so I had read, if you have any interesting stories about gaming or like your experiences with either gamers or not gamers, being a girl gamer, being a guy gamer, knowing girl gamers, just pretty much all things gamer. Yeah, leave them below. We'd love to hear them.